Hi everybody, I'm sat down today because I have a little unboxing to do with you today. I have two boxes that arrived in the mail recently and I've been saving up for these for the last year. Ever since this brand came across my radar, I really wanted to make a purchase from them. So I've been putting money aside every month for the last year and I finally managed to make one of my dream wish list jewellery purchases. This is a necklace I feel like I'm going to have forever and is going to be a daily wear for me. So I'm very, very excited to get into these boxes. Now, a little backstory. The brand that I discovered that I instantly fell in love with is called Real Fine Studio. They're based out of LA. They are most well known for their heirloom signet ring, which was the piece that I initially really wanted. And to be honest, that piece is still on my wish list. I think I would still love to add that in the garnet stone, my birthstone, one day. But I wanted to get a necklace from them first of all because I feel like you can see a necklace a little bit more. I wear necklaces a little bit more than I do rings. And when I saw the charm that is inside this box, I fell in love. I love anything vintage inspired, anything that feels a little bit art deco, and this definitely does. So I wanted to get the charm, but they also sell a necklace. I knew I wanted to pair it with a specific kind of necklace to really highlight the charm, and I wanted it to be quite a chunky, solid gold necklace, which obviously is not going to come cheap. So I was originally going to pair this with the Sloan necklace from Real Fine Studio as well, because it's gorgeous, and I love the pairing of the charm with this necklace because it has this little, I don't know what you would call it, this little circle on the end that you can add charms to. So if I wanted to add another charm in the future, I could do that with this necklace. But long story short, buying the charm and the Sloan necklace was going to be very expensive. So I actually went on Etsy and found almost exactly the same necklace in 14 karat solid gold for I think about half the price of the Real Fine one. And then I went ahead and bought the charm from Real Fine so I could get the look for slightly less money. That was a little bit of a long-winded intro, but it gives you some context behind my purchases and my thought process. So let's start with the necklace from Etsy. I will link this Etsy seller down below because I'm really impressed with them. As I said, this looks pretty much identical to the Real Fine necklace, the Sloan necklace that I liked, but it was about 50% of the price, made of the same materials, 14 karat solid yellow gold. And this came within 48 hours. I believe the seller is based in Turkey, and it got to the UK in 48 hours. And the seller was really communicative on Etsy. He actually helped me out. He basically helped me to avoid the customs charge that comes with buying things from abroad, which was really kind. So this is the necklace. As you can see, it is basically the same style as the Sloan necklace from Real Fine. Same kind of, I don't know what you'd call, is this like a Rolo chain? I'm not sure. I will maybe put the details down below. But it's this chain with this like charm holder on the bottom that you can add multiple charms to. If you would like, or you can just wear it on its own. Honestly, it looks really nice on its own just as a necklace and having kind of this charm holder as the statement piece. The one thing to mention with this one is it's slightly smaller than the Real Fine in terms of the thickness. So I believe the Real Fine is a 5mm chain and this is a 4mm chain. But this brand on Etsy do a 5mm chain. It's just a bit more expensive, and I was quite happy with the size of the 4mm, so I decided to go with the 4mm just to save a little bit of money because I felt like this was chunky enough for every day. So that is my first purchase. I might pop this on so you can see what it looks like. The one negative, I will say, the only negative I found with this necklace is that it's quite challenging to get on and off. The clasp on it is just quite tight. It's quite difficult to kind of hold it with one hand and then thread the other side through. It's one of these sort of hinge clasps, but it's hard to keep it open while you fiddle with the other side, which to be fair, you find that with quite a lot of necklaces, but I found this one particularly challenging. So it's definitely one you have to get used to, but I feel like it's a little bit more secure because of that. So it does have its pros as well. I believe this is 18 inches. Yeah, this is an 18-inch necklace. I wanted it to be 18 inches because I find that that's my perfect length for every day. If I want something a little bit dramatic, then 16 inches is nice, but I find that a little bit tight for everyday wear. I find the 18 really comfortable on my neck. And then the piece de la resistance, the Real Fine charm box is round the wrong way. Let me show you what I picked up. I was umming and ahhing because they have so many gorgeous charms on there, diamonds, and then lots of colourful gemstones as well, and I would definitely like to get more in the future. Obviously I can switch out the charms, I can have multiple charms on this necklace, so kind of endless possibilities. Now this definitely won't be my last purchase, I think, from Real Fine. So it comes in a little green velvet box, and then this is the classic heirloom pendant in snow. So this is the all diamond one. So they actually do this in so many different gemstones. They all have, I believe most of them have a diamond in the center. No, most of them have diamonds around the outside and then a colourful gemstone in the centre. But I wanted to wear this every day and I wanted it to go with everything and not kind of clash with any colours I might be wearing. So that's why I went with the all diamond. So it's got the diamond in the centre and then I think it's got 16, diamonds around the edge as well, and it's got that very kind of Art Deco 1920s vintage shape to it, which I absolutely love, and it's in 14 karat yellow gold. I almost went for a colourful gemstone. I almost went for the garnet one, which would have been like the colour of my dress, and it would have been beautiful, but I just thought if I'm wearing certain colours, like for example I was wearing a corally red jumper when I ordered this, and I just thought, well, that's not really gonna go with my jumper, so I want something that is gonna go with everything. So that's why I decided on the gorgeous full diamond, let me just show you close up, full diamond charm. Look how beautiful that is. I absolutely love it. The other thing to mention about the pendant is that this diamond one comes in a few different sizes. They have 3 different sizes actually. They have, I think, the petite, the classic and the large, and this is the petite, no, this is the classic size. So it's the middle size. I wanted something that wasn't too small. I wanted it to be a little bit more statement than any of my other jewellery, because I have a lot of fine and dainty jewellery. So I'm struggling to get this off now. A lot of fine and dainty jewellery, but I don't have anything too chunky, and I wanted something a little bit chunkier than my usual look. There you go, I've added the charm now to the necklace, and it is exactly what I envisioned. It is just exactly, I was a little bit worried obviously ordering the necklace portion from Etsy, just because I wanted to get the look, the proper, like, I don't know, chunky, luxurious look that you could get from the Real Fine chain and pendant together. And I was a little bit worried that getting a cheaper chain would compromise that, but honestly, I don't think it has. I think it looks exactly the same, other than it is a millimetre thinner than the other chain, but that doesn't bother me. I was worried when this chain arrived, because the chain arrived first. I was a little bit worried that the gold was lighter than I was anticipating, even though it is 14 karat, and I was worried they wouldn't match, but I think it matches perfectly. You cannot tell the difference at all. They look the same colour to me. So I'm really pleased with it. I'm really, really chuffed with it. And as I said, this definitely won't be my last purchase from Real Fine Studio. I still have the heirloom signet ring on my wish list. I have other charms. I would love to get like a small, they do these golden hour charms, which are like a molten gold wrapped around a gemstone, and I would love to add one of those to this to have like a 2 charm situation. But obviously I need to save up for that. So in time I will probably add one of those as well. But they have loads of gorgeous pieces. They have matching earrings to this pendant as well, which would be a dream, but obviously quite an investment piece. But overall, really, really chuffed with the Etsy necklace as well. Probably won't be my last purchase from this Etsy seller either. He does lots of like simple chains, again, for really, really good value for the price of gold, especially when the price of gold today is so expensive. And as I said, the customer service was really good. The delivery was insanely quick. These ones are made to order, so this took about 3 weeks from placing the order to it arriving, which I didn't think was too bad. I think it quoted 2 to 4 weeks on the website, and it was right smack bang in the middle. So yes, those are my necklace purchases. This will be a necklace you'll be seeing me wear for a long, long time. I absolutely love it, and I'm really excited to add to my charm collection, add to my charm stack, and get creative with different combinations of charms as well. If you are interested in checking out Real Fine and the Etsy seller, this video is unsponsored, but I will leave links to both of them down below. Because I couldn't recommend them more. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of my necklace and the charm, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.